So if your team is doing customer service, doing sales or pre-sales using WhatsApp, I know you're having a challenge of managing the whole team so that they can do consistent work, give great service, and for you as the team leader to see what's going on and manage it, right? So if you have this challenge, today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about how to get your team to manage themselves so that you don't have to tell them what to do and then check in and then check and then tell them what to do again and then check in. That's tiring. What we want to do is we want to create a set of guiding principles so that they create the results at the end of the day. Then they come back to you and then just for coaching and just for realigning a little bit, right? So you don't have to tell them what to do again. At the end of the month, they create the results exactly like what you want. Hello everyone, this is Khalif here. I'm from YesHello, and we help small businesses like yours to streamline customer service, to do pre-sales, all with WhatsApp, right? So if you have a team using WhatsApp and you want to streamline having the whole team manage it in one nice streamlined way, that's how we help all of our clients. So if your team is doing customer service, doing sales or pre-sales using WhatsApp, I know you're having a challenge of managing the whole team so that they can do consistent work, give great service, and for you as the team leader to see what's going on and manage it, right? So if you have this challenge, today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about how to get your team to manage themselves so that you don't have to tell them what to do and then check in and then check and then tell them what to do again and then check in. That's tiring. What we want to do is we want to create a set of guiding principles so that they create the results at the end of the day. Then they come back to you and then just for coaching and just for realigning a little bit, right? So you don't have to tell them what to do again. At the end of the month, they create the results exactly like what you want. So why is this important? Because core values is like a compass. It's like a direction that your entire company or your customer service team uses to guide their day-to-day, right? I know you might have a company core value, I'm pretty sure. But what about core values for your customer service team? So you'll need one of those as well, okay? Another why is you need to be able to point to a written document, point to something, because day to day people forget, and day to day we also kind of forget what are we supposed to achieve, right? So this is a reminder. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is the point of our day-to-day work. Stay until the end. Also, I'm going to share with you our customer service values worksheet. So if you are doing online customer service, your team will need to create one for themselves and their team. Okay, so the customer service core values worksheet, download it at the end of this video. I'm going to give you a link or a button somewhere so that you guys can download it and do it for your own. Okay, I want to tell you a quick story. So nowadays, me and the team, our main focus is customer service every day. Right, so we coach customer service teams. We coach like Volvo in Bukit Bintang, Momentum with Nini and Sazi, and her whole team. So a lot of other companies as well, like Sirim. We coach Miti, Shell. So if companies are doing online right now, you don't want the leader to coach every day, right? So for us, for me, I go in occasionally only every day and do customer service and answer messages, because 95% of the time the team does it. So if you want to have it the same way, where you don't have to be in your WhatsApp every day, you don't have to answer every day, if you want 95 to 99% of all the messaging to be done by your team, I'm going to share with you how we do it in YesHello. All right. So for us, I don't do it. Alta handle everything. And then maybe 1 or 2 of these messages a day that I have to go in and manage. And that's about it. Right. And if they have any challenges, they go and manage and ask the support from each other. And this relieves me from this pressure of having to go in and tell them what to do, so that I can handle all the other more important, interesting things that only I can do, right? So let's get into it. So I'm going to share with you the 3 hot principles to get you to be able to let go of your customer service processes so that they can manage themselves. All right. Number 1, you want to make it simple. So this trick is to use your current company's or business core values. And since your team is already kind of aligned to it, you can use it as a starting point to, you know what they call in movies where you do a spin-off? Yeah, so you do a spin-off of your company core values for your customer service core values, right? So I'm going to give you an example. An example would be our own customer service core values, okay? So our company core values so number 1, success through the success of others. Number 2, correct the process, not the person. Number 3, do more with less. Number 4, simplicity over complexity. Number 5, create fun and a little weirdness. So this is our company core values, and we hire, we train based on these 5 core values. All right. So when our customer service team or customer service manager wants to create the customer service core values, we spin off from there, right? So instead of the 5, they have 4, and 3 of them is identical from our core values, right? So number 1 for our customer service core values is success through the success of others. That's the most important. Number 2, create fun and a little weirdness. Number 3, understand their urgent wins. So this is where it's different from our company core values, because specifically for our customer service team, they will need to know what is the ultimate win, what is the urgent win today, so that they can help them. And then the 4th one is correct the process, not the person. So this, you can see 3 out of the 4 of the customer service core values are from our company. So number 1, the hot principle, the easy thing to do is to make it simple, okay? And a great place to start is to use it to spin off from your own company core values, and then add maybe 1 or 2 that is specific to your customer service team. All right. Number 2, you want to align your core values. You want to align your the team's personal values and the customer service core values and your company's core values, right? So I'm going to show you guys when we do hiring, we will take the company core values, and then we will have like a specific, maybe top 1, top 2, top 3 team member personal core values that they must have to be able to align, 1, with the team. Number 2, align with the customer service team specifically. All right. So for us, whenever we look for our team members, specifically for customer service, is number 1 is they understand success through the success of others. So how do we do this? Is we ask questions about their past, we talk about contribution, we take a look at do they do volunteer work, whatever it is. That's number 1. Number 2 is to be teachable, because a lot of those values that we have, like simplicity over complexity, do more with less, those are teachable. But there are some that is not, like our 3rd one is create fun and a little weirdness. You cannot like really teach being fun or teach being a little bit weird, right? So this is what we value, because we want our interactions to be memorable, to be remarkable. So we need to have these. So some are teachable, some you can teach, some has to be innate. But you need to have a 1 or 2 or 3. So I'm going to give you this. So all this is in our customer service worksheet that you guys can download. Okay, so make sure you download it, and then you can fill up your own. There's going to be one where I'm going to show our YesHello values and how we spin off to the specific customer service and then personal. And I'm going to give you an empty one where you can write your own. All right, I hope this helps with creating your first draft. So this is not going to be your final draft. You're going to live it. You're going to repeat it as often as you can. I'm going to share with you right after this how we do it. But after a while, you will realize that, either one doesn't fit or one's not enough. You're going to add another one. And all this you'll need to get from your team members and from the results that you get day to day. Right? Okay, so that brings me to the third hot principle is repetition. So you will need to repeat this message, these core values to your internal team as often as possible. So how we do it is we repeat at least once a week, right? During our Monday weekly meeting. So before we start our meeting, we have someone read all our core values. That's number one. We also repeat monthly. So that means 4 times a month plus our monthly, and then we do it during our quarterly. And every time we have a new team member or we're training someone, we also repeat it. We get other people to other team members to currently read it and then explain it. So doing this is just a system that we put it into our weekly, monthly, quarterly. That's number one. Number two is during our day-to-day morning huddle and evening huddle, we so I train to acknowledge a team member based on one core value. So it could be just on passing kind of thing, but I want to make it a habit so that they can also use it and make it a habit internally, right? So whenever somebody does something fun and somebody becomes a little bit weird, so we share our life story and things like that, I'll say, oh man, that is fun, and you're a little bit weird, awesome, right? Then we cheer each other, we make it a fun thing. So another example is when someone finds a hack or someone finds a free software or something that makes life easier to do work, we go, oh man, yes, do less with more, excellent. So we make it like a language, like a jargon that we use day to day, and I make it a point. And in the beginning it's going to be tough. In the beginning it's going to be like, why is Khalif being weird, right? Why is that boss weird? But after a while it becomes like a thing inside your company where just out of the blue somebody does something, you just point it out and we laugh together, right? It's funny because in somebody's mind, if you're not the leader, in their mind, it's like those are just words on a wall or on a piece of paper. But when you call it out and when somebody does it, actually they go like, whoa, yeah man, it's something's happening. I'm becoming better, or I'm being enrolled into this new thing, right? And it becomes like kind of funny, kind of weird, kind of like, yeah, I'm part of you guys already, right? And then it becomes like a running joke, like inside kind of story, and it makes it fun. So those are the two ways that we use repetition to instill this in our day-to-day. Okay, so let me recap. Number one, you want to make it simple. Number two, you want to align your core values, align your personal, your customer service department, and your company, right? And number three, you want to repeat it. Find a system and then find like an inside joke that you can do or inside conversation that you can do day to day to make it light, right? It doesn't have to be so heavy. It can be light, it can be simple. And then you'll see not long. It can just take maybe within a few weeks, it will become like a part of the values or the culture of your company. Okay, to summarize, core values are like a compass, a direction for your entire team, for your company, and for your customer service team. Okay. Number two, you need to write them down. You need to make it like something that people could refer to, right? Something they can see. Make it real, right? And if you want our customer service core values worksheet, the one that I mentioned earlier, right? There's an example of how we do it, and then there's an example, also an empty worksheet that you can create on your own. You can download it here, either somewhere, if you're on Facebook, then comment down there. I'm going to give you the link. If you're on YouTube, it's in the comment section. If you're on the page, then there's a big button that you can just download. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope that helps with core values. It might seem like, oh, should I not, don't know whether it's going to work, it likes woo woo, but there's a reason why all businesses, all the big leaders like insist on doing this, right? Insist that you should do this, because only up to a certain level that you can do everything yourself. After that, you got to rely on other people, and this is the first step, because these are just rules of the game, so that people know how to win, so that they know they're doing the right thing, and that you also know it's easy to guide them day to day. All right, so that's it for today. My name is Khalif. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.